Hello, I'm Brandon from Onfair, and I'm very excited to share with you the latest, the greatest Headrest DVD players on the market. Always brought to you first from us. Okay, what I have here today is the Autotain Epic. The Autotain Epic is a 10.1 inch DVD player with a 10.1 inch screen. And it's got an amazing picture, a great quality experience. This is as close as it gets to a theater experience in your back seat. And I'm going to show you some of the features that are only available on this model. Okay? Now, on what I've got in front of me right now are two different colored models. We sell them in three colors: black, gray, and tan. I call it tan. We consider tan and beige the same. On this side I have the tan beige, and on this side I have the gray. So you can somewhat see the difference between the two. Now I've got a lot of studio lights on here, so it's pretty bright. It might make these look a little bit brighter on your screen than what they really are. And so before I go too deep into these products, if you're concerned about the color or would like to have a color sample mailed to you in the mail, just send. We've got a web page form. You fill out the form with your address, and it'll ask you what color you would like, and submit it, and we will mail you for free a color sample, so you can check the color before you order. Okay, so right now these are a 10.1 inch screen with a built-in DVD player on both units, so each unit always has a DVD player. What that allows you to do is watch one DVD on both units, which I've got these connected together right now, so you'll see what's on this screen, or you can play two different DVDs at the same time, so each child can watch a separate DVD. We all know if you've got more than one child, choosing one DVD between two or more kids, impossible. Okay, so their touch screen I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to play a DVD that I've got inside here, and you're going to see it over here, hopefully, and it looks like it's loading. Okay, and so these are connected together. Let's talk about some more of the features of this unit. And one of the features that I really like about this unit is it's called last position memory. So what I wanted to show you is that it remembered the last place I was on the DVD and jumped to that spot. And yes, you can see it on both units, just making sure. Okay, another nice feature that's very advanced is the HDMI inputs, right? And so if you have an HDMI cable, you can plug it into here and the USB here, and then at that point you can watch whatever's on your smartphone, your tablet, your iPad, your iPhone, anything that can connect to an HDMI cable can now be displayed on the headrest unit. So if your kids like to play games, or you want to stream music or movies from your mobile device, whether it's a tablet or a smartphone, you can do that. And each child can plug in their own smart device and watch on their independent DVD players, headrest units. Okay, so the other things that come with the headrest DVD players, the Autotain Epic, that are very important are obviously remote controls. So you get two remote controls, and these remote controls work as a controller and a gamepad. So you can play video games that come with the unit by using the game controller or the remote control. It also comes with two game controllers. So if you want to play two players on one game, you can. You get two wireless headphones that fold up. These are child-friendly sizes with the little extra strap. They're very comfortable. They're dual channel, and they also fit on adults too. They expand, and they can fit on adults. Channel A and Channel B allows you to listen to a different audio signal on both units, so that if you want to have the two different DVDs playing, they can listen to different audio on each headrest. And the nice part about it is, up front, when you're in the front seat driving, you won't have to hear the audio. So if your kids are wearing the headphones, you don't have to hear the audio. But if your kids don't like wearing headphones, or you want to hear the audio, they do have built-in speakers, which I've turned all the way down so that I could shoot this video. They've got really loud built-in speakers, and they also have an FM transmitter, which allows you to turn on the transmitter, and it'll send a wireless signal to your car speakers. So you can listen to the audio over the entire car speaker system if you wish. In addition, another very important feature are the audio, video, and power cables. Now, what's unique about Autotain's power cables is you get both options. You get the cigarette lighter power option and the fuse box power option. So these cables run through the posts, under the seats. You can hide the cables, and if you want a quick install right before your vacation or your drive to grandma's house, these make it possible. You can plug them right in and go, okay? Now, almost nobody else besides Autotain, actually nobody else besides Autotain offers this. And you get two cables, one for each headrest. The other thing that's very important are is called the Versa posts. Now, vehicles come with different size diameter posts in their vehicles. And we believe that you should have a solid install. You should have a very solid and secure install. And so we've built a package of Versa install posts that are the different diameters that'll fit every vehicle on the market. And so based on your vehicle, you might want the 14mm posts. You can unscrew the posts that are on there and screw the 14mm posts in there, and then you've got a solid install. So Versa posts are very important. The other thing we include in each package is a how-to-use DVD, which actually you're watching right here on a different model. This is a DVD that will show you how to install this package and how to use it. Because there's little things about each unit that are slightly different, like how to use the remote control, how to navigate, how to turn the speakers on and off. And these are questions that if we don't answer in front or in the beginning, then customers email us these questions. Hey, I can't get the speakers to turn back on. Well, that's because the built-in speakers turn off when you turn the headphones on. So little things like that. We've got tips and strategies on how to use these effectively, right? And how to install it. Now the units, I showed you the HDMI inputs, but they also have an SD card input, so you can store up to a 32 gigabyte card, right? You can store digital files, AVIs, DivX files, right? MVP, I don't even remember all the different, MVA I think it is, all the different movie file formats. If you like to save it on that and not have to put a bunch of DVDs in your vehicle, great. Save them on an SD card. I've got this unit playing an SD card, and I'm going to change it later. I'll show you that later. But it'll play an SD card, and you can play, you know, tons of movies without having to change it. Now, there's a certain trick, I guess, I'll call it a trick, on how to save the file formats correctly. So if you buy these headrests from us, or how to install DVD, we'll explain in more detail how to save the files correctly so that they will play on here. That is one thing that a lot of customers, you know, have a challenge with at first because there's a special way to do it. And so we like to share how to do that so that if you're interested in saving the SD or the files on an SD card, go right ahead. And the same applies to a USB. You can use a USB stick and it'll play files on there as well. Alright, so one of the things I forgot to mention, oh, one more before I go to there. You also get 2 game discs, 32-bit and 8-bit video games, and there's tons of video games on here for the kids to play, and then another user manual that gives you more tips and details on how to use the units. But we feel like this is missing a lot of things, so we include a lot of details in our additional DVD. So here I swapped the signals, right? Basically you have the 2 units connected together, right? The RCA in and the RCA out, right? And so you've got the 2 cables connected together, and so what I've done is I've changed it. So instead of watching the DVD over here, I'm watching an SD card, and I don't want to pull it out because it'll stop. But I've got an SD card slotted in there, and right now it's doing a slideshow of photos. You can play MP3 music, you can do a video like I told you a little bit ago, and also photos. And I just wanted to show you that real quick on how to either swap it either way. And that works with the SD, the USB, and the DVD player. Those are all what's called pass-through. And the other thing about pass-through that I'm going to mention, because it's very important, is let's say you want to connect an in-dash unit or a game system. Some people like a Wii or a Nintendo system, right? you want to connect another system or an in-dash DVD player and then control the DVD up there. Well, this has pass-through technology, which is pretty specific to Autotain headrests. And what that means is the audio-video will come in to this headrest, right, from your in-dash, and it'll pass through to this unit. Older units or other systems don't have that feature, okay? And so that pass-through becomes very handy if you want to connect up external units. It also becomes handy if you want to put 4 headrests into one vehicle. So some of our customers like to do that, where they have a third row and they have 3 kids or 4 kids or 8 kids, right? And so you can do that with the pass-through. You can go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, and then 4 to 1 if you want, right? And so therefore you've got a full loop. And so if you play one DVD, you'll see it on all 4. Play the DVD on number 2, and you'll see it on all 4. Play it on 3, and you'll see it on 4, as long as the chain doesn't get broken along the way, basically. The other thing, these have a built-in touchscreen calculator, nice little feature, and it's using Autotain software. This is something that we've also worked with the factory to make sure that our software is the most advanced, it's got the best features, some of those features that you just don't see in a cheaper unit. And one of those features is very important, and that's really the region free and the region 1 and the region 1 enhanced. Okay, so in the USA, we are a region 1 DVD. So the DVD has a code on it saying region 1. Only region 1 DVD players can read that. But you see all these region-free DVD players, right? And so it'll play anything. Well, the key is the DVD companies got creative and came up with a region 1 enhanced, which won't let a region-free DVD player. So if you buy a region-free DVD player, you're not going to be able to play some DVDs. Some of the newer DVDs are region 1 enhanced. And so it kind of blocks a region-free DVD player from playing it. I hope that makes sense. And so these units, we've programmed with the Autotain software. What they do is they play region 1 enhanced, region 1, and then with the menu setting you can change it backwards to region free if you're in another country. And so therefore you've got the ability to play everything. But because our primary customer is in the US, and we want to make sure that you play all the DVDs possible without any issues. So that's important about the Autotain software. I want to make sure that you know that. Okay, one of the things I forgot to mention that's very important as well is these units have an LED backlight. And so what that does is it creates a brighter image, and then it dims the lights in the backlight in certain areas of the screen, right, and creates darker darks. Okay, and so this is a pretty good in technology. I mean, you've seen this in home TVs, right? LED TVs and LCD TVs and so forth. Well, we've incorporated that advanced technology into these units. And so now you've got a better picture, a brighter picture in certain areas of the screen where it's supposed to be bright, and a darker picture in other areas of the screen where it's supposed to be dark. And so the LED backlight feature offers a much brighter, much clearer, crisper picture that I hope you can see on this video. With all my studio lighting, it might not be as crisp as if you were in your car. Okay. And so you've got a bigger, and these have a bigger resolution. Because they're a bigger screen, you want to make sure you don't lose the quality by keeping the same resolution as like a smaller headrest, right? Or a smaller screen. And so these screens have 1024 by 600 resolution. That's a bigger resolution than like our 9-inch headrest or any other headrest out on the market, honestly. And so what that means is there's more pixels, so the pixels are smaller in an area so that you get a better quality image. If you have a smaller resolution, the pixels are bigger, right? And so you see the little box edges occasionally from time to time. You're not going to see that with these because of the higher resolution. So you've got a higher resolution, LED backlight, LCD screen, HD. You can play either formats, HD format or the standard format. There's settings in the menus. You can change it, and then obviously it'll follow what's on the DVD that you're playing as well. All right. Hopefully that's still playing for you. Oh, on this side you've got an AV out 2. So if you wanted to connect up an RCA cable to the side, you can, and then also a headphone jack. So if some kids want to listen to like earbuds or a different type of earphone instead of these, you do have that option of plugging in an existing headphone into the side here and then listening that way as well. So that is most of it. I mean, I've covered the color, the size, the quality of the stitching. Again, this is a great quality product. We ask our factories to not hold back when it comes to quality. And the engineers take a lot of our advice. And so you'll notice the really nice double stitching on the edges. It's a quality product. This looks like it was built into your car. You're going to notice, oh, the other thing that I wanted to highlight was the size. You know, with 10-inch headrests versus 9 versus 7, sometimes people think, oh, it's going to be a bigger pillow. Well, honestly, this is a smaller pillow than some 9-inch headrests out there. And what you can tell is the edging, right, is narrower. And that's what they've done, is they've fit a bigger screen into a smaller pillow with a different design. And instead of having a flip open, they've actually made a slot-in DVD player. And so the engineers have, realized, hey, some people like a smaller pillow, and this is it. This is a smaller pillow with a bigger screen. And so I say it's the best of both worlds, and you're going to love them. All right, so the Autotain Epic 10-inch headrest DVD players. You've got your beige and tan, and you've got your gray. And then the black one I didn't show, but you can see it on the computer, on the internet, on the website. All right, there you have it. Hope you can enjoy your drives, and thank you very much.